My name is Spirit, and today we're going to talk about purpose. The word purpose to me means an ultimate objective, an aim that you have for your life. It gives you direction. Purpose is your reason for existing, for breathing, for working, for sacrificing. And I think when you have purpose, you have a reason to live. If you don't have a purpose, you don't have a map for your life. So it's easily to get, caught up on different roads or different paths that leads you nowhere. You're just kind of like a leaf in the wind and you're just floating from here and there. Purpose, that's what gives us direction and a reason for moving forward. Let me give you a little bit of history about myself, because I feel like it could be useful to others. First, I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I lived up there with my mother and my father, and we had a good family. I had a good parents. I ended up moving to Charlotte, North Carolina when I was around 13. My whole life was pretty good, not too much drama, in the younger years. As I got more like 16, 17 area, I started kind of straying here, wanting to experiment here. My father, very artistic person, very entrepreneur spirited, and I learned a lot of things from him as well. I learned good principles and morals at home, but when you're influenced by some of your peers and your friends and some of the music videos and things of these natures that you see, you want to kind of experiment. And around 2002, I had experimented a little too much, and that ended me up in prison. And I actually did 11 years in prison. I was 19 when I went in, and I was 30 when I came home, which was 2 years ago. For me, that was the greatest experience that I ever went through. Before I went to prison, I had no purpose. I knew no meaning of life. I was very selfish. All I cared about was me, self-gratification, material things, pleasure, whatever I can get my hands on, pleasure, those type of things. I had no purpose or direction. I was just living. I did have talents then, but I didn't really have any direction or aim or purpose with that talent until I went to prison. And when I went to prison, I went on a journey that allowed me to discover my true self, but beyond the facade, beyond the image that we put up and act like we're really happy with. That's just really peer pressure and outside influences that are defining who you are. But when I went in there, I had nothing except for myself. And that was the most amazing experiences that I ever went on. I started reading, I started learning about who I am, because I knew that I wasn't this criminal that they convicted me of. I wasn't this person. I was better than this. I was here for something greater than this. And I also knew that I had a second opportunity at life. That prison became my university. It became my temple. It became my retreat from all of the madness, and it allowed me to discover who I truly was. And then once I found that, I said, let me put that behind my talents and my gift and make this my purpose. How do we exercise our purpose? You have to make it a way of life. Your purpose has to become your way of life. You should not live your life doing anything which you do not feel you should do, which doesn't make you happy. Or you can reverse it and say you should live your life doing the things that make you happy. I always like to use that terminology, how Jesus would say, I'm doing my Father's will. I'm doing my Father's work. And it was like he was on a mission. You knew he was serious. His life was about this right here. None of the extra stuff. Not meaning you can't have fun and enjoy the pleasant things of life, but you know that everything is centered around this purpose. And watching the model that he gave us, I can see that, man, if I just make my purpose loving people, uplifting people, finding a way to relate to people and show them through my experience how I discovered happiness, how I discovered love, how I discovered peace, and then purpose, a talent, and all of these things, using these things to uplift people. I just want to share that with people every day. Determining one's purpose, I believe, is different for every person, since we are all unique, beautiful beings. And I believe that God has instilled in every one of us a unique talent, a unique gift that will allow us to enhance humanity. And it will also allow us to get closer to our source, which is God. So I would just look for those things that you love doing, that makes you feel free, that makes you feel happy. Once you find your purpose, everything that you needed will be granted to you. You have to just remember to stay in line with the source, stay in line with good, have creative and positive thoughts, have loving thought. That energy right there is going to bring everything that you need to, and just stay consistent. You can't go out to, I think I heard Will Smith say his father told him he couldn't go out and build a wall. He just had to set a brick each day. Just set a brick, and it would naturally become a wall. So with your purpose, just take one step toward it each day. Have faith in it, have love for it, enjoy life, and give that good energy off, and naturally these things shall come to be made manifest.